Hello? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Sit back. Right. Simon is here. Stephen is here in a very chilled out mode. And I am in a very chilled out mode. But it's not good enough because it's nearly 3 o'clock on a Sunday. And much of the work that should have taken place this weekend, which involves doing the shower, hasn't happened. We have wasted time going around bathroom shops which don't sell what we need, because if we buy what they have in terms of shower trays, we will definitely flood into the neighbours. So we can't do what we need to do because we need to order it online, and there's like only 2 or 3 options available to us because they just don't have deep trays, and our drainage isn't very good because we have to rely on what's going on the flats below us, and the flats below us I think pour a lot of oil into the drains, so it backs up a fair bit. So although my husband is going to do some work on the shower, like prepping it, because we gave up with B&Q, and we weren't the only ones, because somebody next to us in B&Q, they were a young couple as well, they were like sod this, sod the prices in here, we're going to Screwfix. So we went to Screwfix and we bought what we needed from there, because number one, they actually stocked it, and it was half the price it was in B&Q. So yeah, shower thing isn't my problem. My husband's going to deal with it. If I'm going to be doing anything in there, I'm going to be in the way. So I have a different job that I'm going to do today, which is going to be cleaning the balcony. So I'm just going to clean it, tidy up the bloody planters, get rid of some of the planters, I think, and then it is my understanding that we're going to have a few dry days, so I should be able to start painting it. That's my hope anyway. And then summer will be here and I'll be able to enjoy the balcony. The moment I paint it, the pigeons will definitely decide that it's a really good nesting spot. So anyway, I'll show you the state of the balcony and why I paint it every year. Right, this geezer, I'm sick of him. Please leave. Right, told you with the bloody pigeons here. Right, so I've got my bag. These are my tomatoes, which aren't really happening. I've been so late doing everything this year. So the reason that I paint it every year is because it goes like this. So I paint this every spring, and over the winter, because with the top floor balcony we get all the rain on it and we get all this growing, and it's revolting. So yeah, it's in a bit of a mess. That's where I grew the cucumbers last year, which was a disaster. They were absolutely disgusting, so I'm probably going to do away with a lot of them. And then these, I don't know what to do with these. Bloody pigeon sat over there, look, sat there waiting for me. That's what the water pistols are for. So these are supposed to go on the balcony rails, but because they're curved, when they get heavy they fall down. So I don't know what to do with these. I don't know if I'm supposed to put something round the balcony with that. I'm going to have to do that, I think that's maybe what that's for. So I'm going to have to find a solution for that so that it doesn't keep falling down whenever it gets wet. It's got drainage in it, but it doesn't seem to matter. So I've got to put them back up. That's obviously where we've got pigeon netting up. Oh, it's absolutely piss cold. This is all bird shit. So yeah, I've got to start cleaning this. And as you can see, it's a lot of moss, and if I leave it, it just cracks and it goes really bad. So that's dead. Loads of stuff has died this year. and last year, the frost up here has been so bad, and we've been here since 2016 and stuff hasn't been dying, but stuff has been really caught the frost this year. Obviously that's caught the frost, and it just hasn't been something that's been an issue. Oh, it's really, really cold. I can't believe it's the middle of April and it's not sparked up yet. Right, so I'm going to have a good tidy up and a clean up of what we've got here and try and get this into some semblance of order. Okay, so cleared up. Actually, I've piled it all up here. I bet you're getting like blowback on the mic. Yeah, so done a bit of weeding, but not masses at all. So I've piled everything up here. Going to clean this off. Put this aside, and then just clean all of this because it's absolutely disgusting and embedded. And then, so it's Sunday today, and I'm hoping, oh, pigeons downstairs. I'm hoping that I can paint at the end of the week, because I think we've got a few dry days together. But yeah, it definitely needs doing, because it just, if I leave it, it just goes absolutely disgusting, and I can't cope with it. So that's why the pigeons are coming here, because obviously our bird feeders are here and this is their nesting area, so that's why they liked nesting there, because the food directly dropped on their head. Right, so I've got my water, I'm going to crack on. Okay, right, socks. It's now Wednesday. This is ridiculous. So did all that cleaning on Sunday, and it's just rained constantly since. So the weather forecast that I watched, you know, and the weather forecast that I read in detail on my phone on the website, just a complete load of nonsense. I may as well have just read my horoscope and like probably get more insight into whether it was going to rain or not. I don't know. So anyway, it's telling me that today it's going to be dry. Today. Oh, I don't know. People talk about bioengineering. Surely if bioengineering was an actual thing in terms of the weather, we'd actually have an absolute indication of whether it's going to rain or not. So anyway, it's going to absolutely hammer with rain tomorrow. So it's probably not a cracking idea doing this because it was raining yesterday, so it's not massively dry. But I'm going to do the first coat because this is just a base coat anyway. So I've got some of the tin of last year's paint, and I'm going to a different colour anyway, so it's definitely having 2 coats on the main section, which is what I've cleared at the minute. So I'm going to put that on now. I've got work this afternoon anyway, so it's happening now. It's the morning of Wednesday. It's got enough time to dry because it dries in 4 hours anyway. Probably, well, no, because it's really cold. So I'm going to put that on, and then it's now saying, but I mean, it said this on the weekend where I just looked, it said that it was going to be lovely all this week, and it's now saying it's going to be lovely at the weekend, but who can really believe that when it's done the complete opposite of what it said it was going to do? I probably shouldn't be putting my hair up in this, but it's not like I need to get it perfect. I'm not going anywhere. I just want it out of the way. I've got to now clear up again because there's new bird plops all over the wood that I've cleaned, even though it was lovely. And I know that I've got the bird feeders up, so it's my fault. But it is mainly the pigeon who does it. Can you imagine if we as humans went to sit in a restaurant and like soiled ourselves in the middle of eating? Just shit all over the chairs. That's what birds are like. Who's like, maybe it's just because they've got small brains and they don't know when they're full, and then it just comes out like a Play-Doh machine. I don't know. But anyway, I've got to now like clean up the poo before I start, so and it's not looking great either. There's a bit that is still quite green, but I've tried the fungus treatments on them before, the fungal wash, and they don't really work that well. Right, anyway, let's crack on. It's not going to get done. So this is the new one, and yeah, it's mahogany, and this is country cedar, but they all look very similar actually once they're on. This doesn't look like cedar at all. It looks like mahogany when it's on. So I've got a little bit left in that, so that's what I'm doing because this is just the first coat. So anyway, this is the balcony, supposedly clean. And look, 1, 2, 3, and on the table. So I mean, I know it's because of my bird feeders, but come on, seriously, in 2 days they've managed to do that. They don't deserve food. Oh, there's another one there. I thought that was a feather. No, another one there. This is the bit that's like green, but it's because it's damaged anyway. Oh, I just don't know what to do because I can't get it out. There's a lot of bits everywhere, so I'm gonna have to give it a good sweep over again. And obviously this I can't move. You see, that's a feather. It's a feather, but it's stuck. Bloody hell. Yeah, this is a climbing plant, so I can't move that. And it's actually doing really well this year because I haven't really had flowers on it before, but they only flower like briefly. But there you go. Right, it's piss cold again. Right, let's crack on with this. Right, believe it or not, it is now Saturday. I haven't showered yet because I'm going to do this bloody coat of paint before I shower. This is where we are. These damn birds here, these bloody pigeons, have been, well, they sit on top of there and then they shit. So the coat that I've got now has shit on it, so now I've got to clean that and clean that. I put a bag over the bird feeders because obviously I don't want peanut husks all over it, so that's been like that for now for 4 days. So the birds keep turning up and going, oh, where's the bird feeder? More to the point though, I'm actually pretty annoyed with this. So the colour is just not right. So I've used up all of that, which is country cedar. And then this is the new one, mahogany by Fortress. So if you were looking at these 2 shades that you've got here, i.e. that and that, you would think that that was country cedar, wouldn't you? And that one was the mahogany. But no, this is the mahogany and that's country cedar. And frankly, this has got a much nicer finish. And the quality of that paint is so much better than this, which explains why it's twice the price to buy that one than it is that one. So, I mean, it is what it is now. I've got this one because that's an empty tin. But next year, regardless of the fact that it's now like 45 quid or something like that, I'm going to have to get Cuprinol because I don't rate this one at all. But this is what's going on this year because that's what I've got. But I don't even think it's not even about the colour. The finish on this is not as good as the finish on that, because I'm sure you can see that that's almost like a silk finish, and this is more like a matte finish on this. Well, it does actually say matte finish, so duh. I don't know. I just wasn't prepared to spend 40, I think it was like 46 or 48 quid in B&Q for this. So I just wasn't prepared to pay that. But I think I should have done. I mean, not that it lasts any more than a year. I have to do it every bloody year. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. Get that bloody shit cleaned off. And that one. I watched it do that one. Sat up here. Anyway, I'm going to crack on because it's bloody Saturday now. This is like a week in and I'm barely anywhere. I haven't even started on this section. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, so we are done. This doesn't look so bad now. But it is painted in its entirety. Just gonna pop this down here. Oh god. So we have been let my husband choose because he says that everything's my choice here. So for all of the planters that we've got, which are like empty because of the frost, we have now got a Strandia Roma, whatever that is. So that's what we've picked. This is from Hume Garden Centre, which is literally just a couple of blocks over there. And then we've got a Delphinium Black Knight. So that's what I'm going to do. I now have all of the planters which are here to wash, put back over here, cleared this space off so that I can now wash and paint that bit. So it's Sunday today. This is now taken over a week and I'm only halfway through the balcony. It usually doesn't take this long. So what I've got there is dirty planters, so I'm going to wash them down and put them in situ here. Oh, this is just taking so long. Anyway, do you think that this, I mean, it looked very alarming. And to be honest, like if you went into a hairdresser and you said, oh, dye my hair brown mahogany, and it came out like this, I don't think you'd be like, yeah, you've just dyed my hair red. So, yeah, I'm going to get the planters washed so that I can at least get part of the balcony ready. And it's going to rain tomorrow, so there won't be any more painting going on until the end of the week, I don't think. So we're now on Monday morning, so it's going to be whackingly noisy. Yesterday was productive. I've even managed to destroy a perfectly decent pair of trainers when I should have been wearing those ones, and get mud all in the gaff. Brilliant. So I am still not there with it. So that's everything that I've done. It was so exasperating yesterday. So although I've cleaned this, I don't believe it, now somebody's decided to get a circular saw out. What is it with everybody around here? My God. The strimming noise, they do that twice a week because grass grows quicker than carpets need hoovering. So yeah, this is now covered with bits of mud, so it's obviously raining today, so I've got to wait until this eases off, the rain, so that this dries and I can actually sweep it off. This was caused by the fact that I have two of these. Well, I only have one now, so I have two of them. And then yesterday, when I picked the other one to move it over onto this bit of the decking which has been painted, it was completely rusted through, and it just dropped all of the soil onto the wood here. So this is 100% better than it looked, because this just had all of the soil from one of them in there. I'm going to close this door because this, oh hang on, oh they've gone. So behind this massive plant, I mean technically I need to get rid of this one because this one's rusted through, but the root ball that's coming through on the bottom of that is holding it in place, and I don't have a, unless it goes in that, I just don't know where it's going to go. Anyway, by the by, oh this is ridiculous. Let's close the door. Honestly, it is always just so noisy here. So that's where I am. Everything is there. I'm going to be doing another lot of painting. Probably Tuesday. Well, I'll have to clean it tomorrow, so maybe it'll be Wednesday morning when I actually do it. I've done some planting out, but that's where I am at the minute. So, yeah, this is going to now be another video. I'm going to upload this because I've been recording this now for more than a week. So there will be a part two. There will be a part two when I have actually finished that balcony. So I will come back and I will show you the outcome of this. But I'm going to tie things up here. Let's get a frog in. Let's get a frog in on the action. Yeah, I think I probably would have got further on yesterday if it hadn't been for the fact that that planter had rusted through. But I think it's a positive because I've replanted the rose bush into something bigger. Needed to happen anyway. And I had to do lots of like slug killing as well and stuff like that, and somehow I've managed to bruise myself in the process of doing this, but it's probably as well other DIY jobs. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Stay tuned for part two. Follow for part two. Follow for part two.
Yeah, so my brothers aren't here, so I'm finishing up. I'm Shelly Beep. So, yeah, see you soon. I'm looking forward to going on the balcony. Yes.
Not that the weather's ever going to be like good enough for balcony enjoyment. Oh God. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Oh, are you okay?